Sometimes we wonder why we receive such bad things in our life. Is the love of God is chastening, like it chastises you. The love of God is meant for one reason, to bring you back to home. Home. In heaven, from His house. Right? That's permanent place. Many rooms in this house. Many rooms in this house. Jesus says, I wouldn't have told you that if it wasn't true. Right? Irish people, they got red hair and they're mighty warriors. Get in a fight with one of those guys in the bar and they'll teach you, don't mess with the Irish. They wear kilts. God says, I give you these coverings as a reminder that I'm with you. If we all looked around and saw, God says, here, I give to the Indians these tabernacles, so you remind you, I'm with you. Jesus says, in my Father's house, there are many rooms. And I would not tell you if it wasn't true. Jesus says, you can blaspheme the name of the Son of God, but don't blaspheme God's Spirit. He's love. And He lives in all. Right? He is all. In all. God. God's love is living in the tomatoes we throw away. That's where God's love lives. In all. All creation. And everybody who loves the creation of God loves God. And don't blaspheme that. That's the thing. God wishes for worshipers of spirit and truth. Believe in the truth of God's Spirit. It is alive. And it lives in this earth today. Jesus Christ is coming, and He's coming soon. That's the thing. What's that mean? Yeah, one day somebody's going to walk up to you and say, hey, is that Jesus? You need some food? And we're not talking about, tomatoes. Sure, tomatoes fuel the body, and they keep us going. But both the tomatoes and the body is going to die one day. But we're talking about God's food. Okay, God is love. And the only thing going to get us through this life is our love for God's promise. Everybody who believes in Jesus Christ has this life living in them. Right? Everybody who acknowledges God's Son acknowledges Jesus Christ living in them. I'm working for God. I need help. I'm starving for food. Okay, send the food. Send the Spirit. Messengers, helpers, angels, brothers, sisters, family members. Father of all nations. All nations. You look at this thing. You can't have more people in heaven than there are stars unless God is the Father of all nations. It is God's will for us to forgive. So it's God's will for us to love one another. Right? Can we acknowledge that? When we see Lazarus with his little flag waving, there's Jesus. I'm going to acknowledge you. I saw you, buddy, working for love, and I've come to now provide it. That's what Jesus came to do. Provide blessing. Come to bless you. I'm going to give it to you until you don't need it no more. Until your cup is so full that you're going to give it to another. That's Elijah's story, right? Goes to the woman and the boy, First, feed me. First, you got to feed me. First thing. I don't have nothing, Lord, oh friend of God, but this little tiny cake. And I'm going to make a fire. And me and my son are going to eat it. And we're going to die. Okay. Good idea. Will you give me a little bite of that before you do that, though? Well, I see you're a man of God, so sure, why not? We're gonna die anyway. Gives you a little piece. And then the flour jar fills up with flour. And the oil, and they never ran out of oil or flour for like 6 months, not until the rain came. Until the rain came. Right? The Holy Spirit. God rained. He said, oh, the tears and the flow of love of God raining for his son. I'm not going to wait for him to get here. I'm going to go get him. Because he fed me. He acknowledged me. I know. I will go back to Dad. And he will feed me. He acknowledged me. He acknowledged that my love is greater than the inheritance. It's eternal. Right? Right? Can we do that in our life? Acknowledge Jesus Christ. It says if those who are in my kingdom are here because they fed me. When I was naked, they gave me clothes. They didn't pray for me. They fed me. They helped me. They didn't have to pray for me. I prayed because I'm working for God. Are you going to answer my prayer? Acknowledge me. Right? So the two may become one. Physical and spiritual. I cried for help. And help came. Jesus Christ is coming soon. If anybody tells you Jesus Christ has not come in the flesh, run. Don't listen to them. It's because there's their denial of wanting to help you. Jesus Christ chose you to do this good work, and he ordained it. There's this, my son. Will you acknowledge him? He's working for me. Right? You need to do that. You need to do that. You need to turn back to God. Love, mercy, kindness, joy, happiness. Those all are the fruits of the living Spirit of God. Let's turn back to that. Let's turn back to a life of joy. Let's turn back to a life of loving kindness and gentleness. Right? It's the Spirit of God living in you. Just that you should know. See you next time.